Hi, I'm Marissa.
And I'm Bethany.
We're your resident childless millennials chatting about moments that define our generation.
Each week we swap stories to chat about the good, the bad, and the hilariously awkward.
We also chat with fellow millennials about the memories that shaped who they are and where they are now.
So let's settle in and get nostalgic.
Hello, Bethany. Welcome back to the 90s.
Hi, I'm here.
I'm really excited. It's been a couple weeks, actually, and we are jumping back into the 90s. But in this episode, we are going to be talking about movies, shows, music, yeah.
Because last time we touched base on a lot of, like, toys.
Yes. We even did games. Which could have been in this episode.
And electronics.
Yeah. But it's okay. We'll talk about movies and shows and stuff like that. And music. That on its own is, like, huge.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm wearing my MTV shirt.
I like messed up the whole rug and it's bothering me.
Oh, do you want to like lift the chair up?
Yeah. All right.
Okay, well, I don't even know where to jump in to start.
Should we start? Let's start with our drinks.
That's right. Okay. I'll go first.
Before we get ahead of ourselves.
Doing the Kool-Aid thing again, just because it's the 90s again. The 90s, so we'll see if I can actually open this.
You probably have like a
lid.
whole pack of them.
I do. They came in like 6 or something, and I really don't know why I cannot open these.
Twist it real good.
That's the problem last time.
Twist, but like don't squeeze at the same time. So
I know.
Go everywhere.
What's in your mug?
All right, so I've got like 2 things going on. So I've got my coffee this morning. It's actually a Fluffernutter latte.
Oh,
yeah, it's good.
Dunkin' Donuts is doing that?
Yeah, so it's just like peanut butter flavor like in the latte, but then they have like
no, that sounds amazing.
They have like
fluff
like cold foam on top. It's like hard to see, but it's in there. Yeah.
That sounds really good.
But I have it in my little koozie. Dunkin' came out with these like Cape Cod.
Yeah.
Like they have cups and everything that are like
I wonder
Cape
if
Cod
they're doing that for every like
They might be, but like they went crazy. Like people were buying them like nuts when they first came out. So I have it in that because my mug today is an old like when Animal Kingdom first opened in the late 90s, 1998 at Disney. I don't know where this came from initially. I might have gotten it there. I don't know, but it's a very old Animal Kingdom mug, and I have my munchkins to go with my coffee.
You're the first one to do the food in the cup. We've talked about doing that for a while. That's awesome, though.
It doesn't have to be a drink.
It's also the morning, guys. This is the second episode we recorded in the morning, but it really feels like the morning to me today. We're in the middle of our busy season, the both of us, so I think we're all just so tired, and we have no backlog of videos, so we're just trying to cram in all the stuff we can. Yeah. Okay, anyways, crazy. Where should we start with the with the whole thing? Like,
what do you think was more influential to you growing up in the 90s? Music, movies, or TV shows?
I mean, I probably would say movies, and specifically Disney movies.
Yeah.
But I don't know if this is 2000s or 90s, but I remember every time I went to school, I would turn on MTV and watch and listen to all like the music videos and things like that. But then again, I'm going to say TV shows because I watched those religiously. Like I watched everything that was there. So I'm not sure what would be more prominent.
And it changes from year to year.
Yeah.
Like I very, very much remember like 4th grade specifically being obsessed with Pokemon, and I would watch it every morning before school. It came on at like 7 a.m. and I'd watch it every morning.
I'm not sure I had
but
like that.
That was the only time. But most of the other TV shows were like the other ones that we all watched, like, you know, Hey Arnold, Rocko's Modern Life, like.
Yeah, which
I don't know.
If
all
you
sorts of
last
stuff.
episode, I was wearing Rocco's shirt.
Yeah, it was great.
It was so cool.
But movies for sure, because there was so many movies that came out in the 90s that like to this day are still like some of my favorites, like Jurassic Park.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Hook, Gremlins, a lot of the Disney movies, like of course Lion King and all like the OG Disney movie. I mean, I'm wearing a Pocahontas shirt today.
So good. Miko is the best. I'm going to throw in this random comment. Do you remember, I think it was a show called Gargoyles?
I never watched it, but I know of it. Yeah.
Because McDonald's or Burger King had the little gargoyle figures that turn color, like when you like put it under cold water.
Yeah,
or
and I'm
something.
surprised I like didn't get into it because I
remember that.
I thought
that was...
gargoyles in general were very fascinating, and then they were my like favorite characters in Hunchback.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
But yeah, no, I never like watched that, but I know of it.
If you guys watch Gargoyles, because I don't find many people who have, please let me know because I don't want to be the only one. And like
even like Power Rangers, I didn't really watch Power Rangers a lot.
I was religious in Power Rangers.
Again, I knew about them a lot. Like a lot of my friends were into it and would fight over who was going to be which Power Ranger. and stuff, but like I
Yeah.
never really got into it.
Oh, you were watching like fantasy kind of like
I don't know.
things.
I don't remember what
I
was out
guess
at the
Power
same
Rangers.
time as Power Rangers, but
The 90s was the era of like Barney.
yeah, Barney was big.
That was huge for
One of my
me.
cousins had Barney like at her birthday party when we were really little.
Were they rich?
No,
Oh,
and it was probably like
just a costume like
yeah,
Uncle
like a
Bob or something.
Wish.com.
Yeah. Oh my God. I watched Barney all the time. My sisters watched Barney, so that was like a huge
And
staple.
Sesame Street. Did you watch it?
No.
No?
So it's funny because Nick grew up on Sesame Street, and
So
like,
did I.
and everybody knows Sesame Street, and like even at Disney, I did that ride. Rest in peace. But
Doug has a shirt that says "Raised on the Streets," and it's got all of the Sesame Street characters on
I mean,
it.
I'm sure I've definitely seen episodes because I know who Elmo, Big Bird, all those
Yeah.
people are. But like, there's characters that I just don't know of, and there's like things that I just don't know of. So I don't think I really watched Sesame Street, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
Because that's like a staple in every kid's. Like I'm
Yeah.
probably the only one in the whole entire millennial
Yeah, that's
like
crazy.
group.
That's
I know.
crazy. Yeah.
I know, but I know who they are.
Yeah.
There's like random shows too that I used to watch. Out of the Box was huge.
Out of the Box was big.
I know the
I feel
whole
like Out of
song.
the Box was a little bit like I was getting a little older for like that kind of a show, but I still loved it.
Well,
And I still remember the song
I
and
get
everything.
that for you though because I have two younger sisters, so I
Yeah.
think I watch things a little longer than most people just because of my sisters.
And I would watch things over at my friend's house. Like she was one of 7 kids. So
Yeah.
like I would go over there and we would
Yeah.
sometimes like have TV on and stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes I would just end up sitting there with like her younger siblings just watching stuff. So
Out of the Box was my favorite though. Like I still know the intro song. I feel
yeah.
it's so good. There is a show that
and we
everyone
could say it at the end. We could do like the goodbye farewell
I know.
song.
It's so good. There's a show that a lot of people watched and I didn't get to watch. I did try to watch it on my own, but Gullah Gullah Island.
Oh yeah, I watched it a little bit when I was a kid. Yeah,
We were
I
really
like the frog.
Yes, the frog.
Yeah.
And then I don't even know what it's about because I barely watched it, but
An island. I don't remember. I do not remember either.
I know.
I remember like the theme song kind of, but I don't remember.
I don't think I remember
the
theme
basis of
song.
it.
Yeah. And then there is Reading Rainbow.
Yeah, I like don't have a lot of memories of Reading Rainbow. I also again like know it and I know
Yeah.
the song, like, and I know that I watched it, but I don't have like vivid memories of
I feel
it.
like we did Reading Rainbow in school too. Like I feel like that was like one of the I don't know what to teach you days here.
Did you ever like so a lot of times like in school they would like wheel in the
yes.
TV, right? And like
Yes.
and you get to watch something. Did you guys ever watch those Eyewitness Explorer videos?
I feel like I did.
Where they were like dun 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun, 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 dun.
kinda.
And there were usually there was different ones. Like some would be about like I don't know, like
I vaguely
volcanoes. One would
I
be about dinosaurs, but they'd all have themes or whatever.
Well, there was Carmen Sandiego.
That too. Where in the world?
Yeah, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? I remember that, and I want to say that was like kind of like I feel like I
What was that
remember
about? I don't remember.
she would like go to different she's a spy, I think, right? Carmen
I think so.
Sandiego, and then she would go to different like parts of the country.
They'd be like, "Where is she now?"
Yes, exactly. And
Let's
but
look.
it was educational, so you would like learn about like where like the pyramids or whatever it may be, and like but they put in like what is she looking for? There was a game I think that was where
There was definitely a game.
Yeah.
I remember at one point, I think Wendy's had. I'm gonna push this back towards me. Wendy's, I think, had Carmen Sandiego
Wendy's
toys
Yeah.
at one point.
Wait, Wendy's had toys?
Yeah.
Why don't I know that?
It was never like. A
'Cause
lot
they
of
didn't
times they
wanna
weren't
compete.
big. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't like a big, well-known thing. Like I don't know. They
I
usually
do
didn't
not
have anything
remember
good.
Wendy's having toys. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Of course they would.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
That's weird. I don't know. Anyways, other shows that I think growing up, like, so those were like when we were little, like,
Yeah. Like little.
and then we got like towards the end of the 90s, and there were shows like Rocko's Modern Life,
Yeah.
Hey Arnold.
Yeah. I also spend a lot of time, mostly, of course, like watching Animal Planet. So I
Oh, yeah.
spent most of my childhood watching, like, Crocodile Hunter, Croc Files, Jeff Corwin.
Yeah. Oh,
all
Jeff
sorts of
Corwin.
things,
I remember
yeah.
that one, and I remember Crocodile Hunter for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Not all of them have to be like cartoons or
Yeah.
Disney.
And there was like all these other things, all these other shows that were on Animal Planet. I watched all of them. And when there wasn't something good on Animal Planet, then I'd switch it to the Disney Channel. If there wasn't something good there, I'd switch it to Nickelodeon. Like a lot of kids, like Nickelodeon was their favorite.
Yeah.
That was usually my like last choice.
Yeah.
I would start Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom.
Animal
Animal
Kingdom.
Planet, Animal Planet, and then Disney Channel. And then if Nothing.
You had a rotation.
Yeah.
Cable.
Yeah.
Do you guys know what cable is? Like,
I know,
are we too
right?
old? Like, I always wonder. I'm like, I want to ask like people who are younger than me. Like, I want to show them things and be like, do you know what
So
this
just being like, I
is?
want to watch this show, and then just streaming it or whatever. It was more just like, okay, what time does the show that you like come on?
And you had to be free and
Yeah.
available, otherwise you don't see it.
Yeah. Or you're just flipping through channels until you find something you want to
I
watch.
remember when DVR came out though, and you could start to record your favorite
Yeah.
movies or shows. They only held so many at a time, so like you really had to like watch it,
Pick and
delete it.
choose,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was the times. That was pretty good.
Yeah,
But
'cause before that you had to like record everything on a VHS. You had to like put it in
That's
your
right.
VCR and like record on it.
Yeah.
And hopefully not record over something that's
Like your
something good.
1992 Christmas like opening
Yeah.
presents.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's like cartoons like Hey Arnold, Rocko's Modern Life. There was what is it?
Cat Dog.
Pinky in the Brain. Oh yeah,
Pinky in
Cat
the
Dog was
Brain. I
really
never
good.
really liked Pinky in the Brain.
Oh, you didn't? I watched that one a lot.
And also, like, my parents also didn't like me watching a lot of those too. Like, certain
Same.
cartoons, if they were like Pinky in the Brain, I feel like was one of the ones that
Well,
they were
Ren
like,
and
didn't
Stimpy
like.
was
Ren
one
and
I was
Stimpy,
not
yeah,
allowed to
Ren and
really
Stimpy.
watch.
And I
But
couldn't really watch MTV. Like, I wasn't
Oh.
allowed to watch MTV.
no music videos for you?
I watched music videos, but they were country music videos.
That's right. I forgot.
I
You're
watched
the country girl.
Like, 'cause then that was mostly like in middle school, and then through like middle school, high
True.
school.
I want to say, yeah, middle
But
school.
it was
and high
mostly
school.
middle school. So like early 2000s, I was mostly watching CMT, country music television. Yeah.
Well, good. I'm glad you have that perspective because I did not do that. It was MTV. It
Yeah.
was Britney Spears and Backstreet
Yeah.
Boys and all
And
that.
so like it's really funny because like I wasn't also allowed to like listen to certain things like Spice Girls and Britney Spears. Like of course I
that's-
listened to them. I think my first CD was Britney Spears,
Okay,
and it was
yeah.
like one of those like single. It just had like one song.
Oh, yeah.
Like remember, it was like a little thing.
I do
like,
remember the little like they had this individual songs
yeah, and it was
on
an individual song, and it was a Britney
Yeah.
Spears. I don't remember what
Wait,
song
didn't
it was.
like McDonald's or Burger King or
It might have
Wendy's?
been.
I
Yeah.
feel like they came out with
It was funny because like one of my best friends, like she was super into like the Spice Girls at the time, and when I would come over, she's like, "Here, you have to wear these platform shoes, and we're gonna wear like different
So
clothing."
who were you?
I don't remember Spice. Which one was I usually? I
Were you
don't know.
Baby Spice.
No, I think that was my friend. She wanted to be that one. I don't
I
remember
was
which
always
one I
Sporty
was.
Spice. That was who I.
Yeah, I don't. I have
navigated to.
no idea which one. Ginger Spice, I think. I
Ginger.
don't
Oh,
know.
the redhead?
Yeah,
That
I
makes
don't
sense.
remember, but I think so. I know all the songs because of her, and we would like listen to them in the basement, and then we would perform them, and we would like practice and practice and practice, and then we'd finally have our moms come down into the basement and watch us perform the Spice Girls
Okay.
songs that I wasn't even allowed to listen to, and then my mom's like watching me perform them, like.
Oh my god! So I'm so glad you brought up the performance because I also like don't know if kids are doing performances anymore, but that was like a weekly occurrence for me.
Yeah.
Like we would have routines on songs. We would. Well, it was like my sister, so I got to have like
Yeah.
siblings to do it with, so we would do our own. But when we would like get together with our cousins, because they were like all our age, we would, especially on like a vacation, like that's all we did was come up like with routines
Yeah.
to different songs and perform them for our family. Like we would have them sit down. We were like, you need to sit down.
Me and some of my cousins, we did like full blown musicals.
I love it
So we actually
much.
like performed the entire like musical Les Mis one time, like in their living room.
They were like, oh my god, when is this over?
No, but they were used to it because the parents, my aunt and uncle, like grew up doing, like they basically met doing theater.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like theater people. So it was like totally normal in that household. And then
Yeah.
I would go over and it would just, I'd get added into it.
Yeah, I think I have so many videos of performances. So did your parents ever record them?
I'm sure they did. So I have a weird recording
Oh,
that my mom and I found a few years ago, and it was me listening to the entire Pocahontas soundtrack, but like performing every single song. But the funniest thing is, I still do it to this day. Like, you know how I like look for an audience reaction, and I don't remember. I think my mom was recording it because when we found it, my mom's like, I don't remember this at all. She's
my
like, I
gosh.
don't remember you asking me to record this, but I think we could hear her in the back. Like it was
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
She's holding that giant,
The
those
big
giant
one, yeah.
recorders like we saw in the last part one of this.
Yeah, part one.
And she's holding it, and I'm like we have this big like lazy boy chair, and I was pretending it was like the canoe, and I'm going like this, like rocking in it, being like just around the riverbed, and that's so funny. And then I come up to the video, and I come up to the screen, and I'm like, all right, boys and girls, I'm about to turn around because I'm going to be talking to Grandmother Willow. I'm not ignoring you, but it's part of this. It's part of the song.
God.
So I like turn around and I'm like talking to the back of the chair as if it's Grandmother Willow for that scene.
I'm
But the
obsessed.
fact that I go right up to the camera and I'm
Okay,
like,
guys,
okay.
I'm just letting you know what's going
And my
on.
mom's like, who are you talking to? And I'm like, clearly the audience.
Just like everyone. Duh. That's so funny.
It's the audience. They're
Oh my
listening.
God. I would I had like I said, I have a million cousins, but I remember I would
Same. I have like over 50 first cousins. It's crazy.
yeah, I don't think I have that many,
You're
but
like a million.
I know. I just remember too, like I would like the like the couple songs like Jasmine and Aladdin, like those
Yeah,
kind
A
of
Whole
things.
New World and
I
stuff, yeah.
literally we would sing A Whole New World, like me and I actually don't know if he was my cousin or like my parents' friends' kids or something that we called a cousin at the time. I don't know, but we would sing A Whole New World and like we would pretend we're on a magic carpet somehow, and then we would like hold hands and like run. It was so funny. There's so many memories of that. That's so funny. So you did country.
A little, yeah, definitely.
More musical?
So when I got into, I think, middle school was when I really started to get into country, or like late elementary school, but probably middle school.
Okay.
Middle school, high school, and it continued into college.
So everything before that
But
was probably
before that,
Disney.
it was Disney and oldies. I liked like 50s and 60s music and things
That's
like that.
awesome. Yeah.
And then I also and I did like some of like the current pop culture music
Yeah.
too. I just didn't like a lot of times like in the car with my parents and stuff, we would put on like either the oldies or some of my Disney songs, or even like I had random CDs of like dinosaur songs and just like
Okay.
random things like that. And
Yeah.
those were my jam.
Yeah, I think the radio is huge for my mom, so
Yeah.
I always remember the radio being on, and I think it was country because it was like Shania Twain and
Yeah.
like
Those are the kind of things that my mom loved to listen to. Like
yeah.
even if she was cleaning the house, she would put on like Shania Twain, or even Gloria Stefan was like a big
Oh,
big
wow.
one. Like
She's that old.
yeah, like so we'd put on like her whatever CD that had like conga
Yeah.
and
Oh yeah.
like what's the rhythm is gonna get you.
Oh my God,
So we would play that so often.
Yeah.
And I don't know how old I was, but one night I was like my mom was tucking me into bed, and I was like, Mom, what's a rigum? And she's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, you know that song that's like, Rigum is gonna get you? And she's like, and she started dying laughing because she realized, she's like, no, it's rhythm. Like but like when you listen to the lyrics, it's like at night when you turn off all the lights, like,
Yes.
and there's like growling noises in the background. So like as a kid, I must have been terrified.
Yeah.
Thinking that every night I'm going to bed that the rigum's gonna get me. But
Rigum is gonna get
it's just a song she just listened to while we were cleaning the
That's
house.
so funny because, like, as an adult, I make up words for songs that
Constantly.
I literally, like, I'm singing aloud and Nick will just die because it's like not
Yeah.
anything to do with the song, and it's like I'm like I don't know that I have to say some words and these are the
Yeah.
words that come out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did. I want to say just whatever my mom was listening to radio. I also my dad was like a metal head kind of thing. So I did things like Metallica and Iron Maiden
Yeah.
and Anthrax and like, I'm sure there's plenty other ones, but I also listened to Shania Twain, Celine Dion.
Celine Dion too,
literally every single song I could belt from my core
Oh yeah, same.
out.
Sometimes when I'm in the shower, I like to like try to sing like her too.
Yeah, exactly. Like I remember there was like one part of a song, I Think Your Heart Will Go On, and I thought it was like the longest hold ever of a thing, and it's literally like 4 beats, like that's it.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, I could not hold that when I was a child, but I thought it was like ages and ages and ages. It's so funny. But other than that, I think it was just Disney songs. So
Yeah.
I think that was my repertoire when I was little, was that kind of thing. So whatever's on the radio, Celine Dion and a lot of like old school
Yeah.
metal kind of thing. Yeah. Oh, well then also I grew up and then I started with Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Hilary Duff, which I'm kind of really mad I didn't go to her concert. She was just here.
I know. My
in
friend had
Mansfield.
tickets that he was trying to get rid of.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I could have given you those tickets.
I was kind of sad.
Because I
was-
guess like a friend was supposed to go and then they backed out. And
Yeah.
Then he was stuck with like 2 tickets for it on Saturday.
Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those things like, one, it was really hot that day. So I didn't even
Yeah.
know how she was performing, honestly, because it's outside. Because it's
I know.
like
It's at the
band shell
Xfinity
thing.
Center. Yeah.
But two, I just like I'm in the middle of busy season.
That's why I couldn't go, because
Yeah.
my friend asked, and I was like, that Saturday, I actually wasn't at work because Saturdays I take off in the summer.
Yes, you
But
do.
because of that, it's filled with a lot of things. So I was going to the Fan Expo in
Oh
Boston.
yes, that's right. Yeah.
So,
Um.
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm really sad I didn't go see her, but there was other like I don't know if I said Christina Aguilera.
You
She
did,
was
yeah.
huge. A lot of ties into Disney too because she sang songs
Oh,
from
yeah,
Mulan
like
and
the
stuff. Yeah,
reflection. Yeah.
exactly. So I think that's why I got into her.
Yeah.
Hilary Duff is obviously because of Lizzie
Disney
McGuire.
Channel, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And then there was like Backstreet Boys,
Backstreet
NSYNC.
Boys and NSYNC, yeah. So I
I
was just going to
did
say.
98 Degrees. I kind of did.
They
Just
also did a Disney, one of the songs from a Disney movie,
yeah, I
too.
think so. And then there
True to
was
Your Heart. What was that from?
yeah, True to Your Heart. Yeah, there was one other boy band that I'm missing. I feel I can't think of it off the top of my head, but yeah.
Hanson had that one hit wonder, like Bop.
Oh yeah, that's right. Um,
But they're
so,
still
yeah.
like going around and doing
Yeah,
like tours. Yeah, which is funny.
that's
I'm
insane.
like, I don't know any other songs.
I know that when there's
Actually,
like
no, I do know one other songs, I think.
there's like bands from when I was little still touring, aka Metallica.
Yeah,
That just blows my mind.
that is crazy.
I know. Yeah, and then when I got into high school, I know this is not the 90s, but this is kind of the revolution of my music. I actually don't really listen to music that much anymore. It's like a lot of podcasts
Yeah.
and a lot of just whatever's in my brain, but when I got into high school, I started to listen to bands like A Day to Remember and Killswitch Engage. So it kind of like had dropped my metal phase or whatever you want to call it.
Like more emo stuff.
Yeah, well, I'd like Evanescence and
Yeah.
Simple Plan and
I feel like we all went through that in
oh
high
yeah,
school.
for
Like,
sure.
same.
Yeah. Avril Lavigne was huge in my life. I used to go down. I lived on I didn't live on a lake. I lived down the road from a lake, and they had a boardwalk. So I would walk down to the boardwalk
And just like belt it out.
Yeah, but with the CD in hand because they used to put the lyrics on the back
Right
of
on,
the
yeah, the
CDs.
lyrics of everything were on
So
the CD.
I'm like
thing.
with like it's a CD player, so I have my headphones on and I'm reading. I'm sitting at the end, my legs
Probably everyone,
dangling
if
off the
anybody
top.
was there, they'd hear you.
No clue if they were there too, and I would literally just from start to
Because they
bottom.
can't hear the music, only
Yeah.
you can.
And I'm just like belting it out. And like I just remember that so vividly. It was just me. And I was like, I'm going to the boardwalk. And then I would take my CD player and go down there and learn it. Oh man, those are the times. But now I don't. I listen to music. Don't get me wrong. When I say I don't listen to music, I do. I just don't listen to it all the time. I can't have quiet in my head.
Yeah.
Like I cannot stand the silence.
I'm always listening to music.
Yeah. So anyways, what do you do now? So you're more of country and Broadway and Disney?
Yeah, country, Broadway, Disney, and then also just like all sorts. I mean, like I listen to almost everything.
Yeah.
So I pretty like it's funny because even like my mix on Spotify, like all my like songs, it's just literally a mix of every genre of music you can think of all mashed together. It's
Yeah.
really funny.
I know.
So it's there's no like particular thing I listen to, like I don't
Yeah.
know. I feel like I listen to everything, but those are like my tops.
Yeah, makes
So like
sense.
days that I just want to like belt songs out in the car if I'm alone, it'll probably mostly likely be like Broadway songs.
Yeah. I don't know that
yeah.
many Broadway stuff, but that's cool. I feel
Yeah.
like I don't know. Music is it's huge in my life because my husband has a job that has
Yeah.
everything to do with music. So it's always going to be there. But so the Disney Channel, they had, you know how
Oh, and they had like the actual Disney Channel movies.
yeah, so like Johnny Tsunami and Brink.
Cool Runnings.
Cool
Cool Runnings was
Runnings.
really good.
That's a good one.
It was like Luck of the Irish.
Oh
That was like the
my gosh, I remember that one. And they
remember
would play them.
Smart House?
Yes,
That one was kind of
100.
terrifying.
Didn't we? I think we
We
referenced
talked
that
about
in the
that.
boys episode.
Yeah,
like
but
we
I don't
just
know
did.
if we were recording at the time, but we
Oh,
did
okay.
mention it.
Yeah.
What else was there? There's so many.
Yeah, so Disney
Xenon.
original movies, those had their own vibe to them too.
They
Like
did,
I
yeah.
feel like you knew it was a Disney original movie. Did they ever come out on VHS or DVD?
A lot of them have.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Now you can watch a lot of them on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I think they're pretty much all there. And then there's actual Disney movies, of course, everyone knows.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to get too much into that because, like,
But
obviously.
the 90s were very prevalent for
Well,
like,
that's when, like,
the
the best.
good ones. Yeah.
Wait, did you hear that they're going to bring back the same animation for newer movies for Disney?
Yeah, I think they are like for that movie Gato that's coming, the cat
Gato,
one.
yeah, the cat
I
one,
think that
yeah.
one's like it's hand drawn animation. I'm pretty sure.
Good.
I
Because that's
think.
when they all were the best. Like,
Yeah.
all the ones I can think of were, like, I mean, obviously they didn't have AI back then and like
Yeah.
things to do that, but they came out so good, and I'm like, they should go back to
And
that.
it's so
And
impressive because they do like the layers of
yes,
like paint.
yeah.
So there was one time I got to like help paint one of them at
What?
Disney
Which
because
one?
it was just like a picture of something.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
remember what it was, but I painted like one little piece of it
That's
because they were
cool
like
though.
showing how they did like layers of
Yeah.
like on these like clear pieces of
And the
paper
light
almost.
would come up or something,
Yeah,
right?
like
Yeah.
it was just so that it looked more three-dimensional by
Yeah.
having like layers of a
Yeah.
painting. So you'd have like the very background and then a little bit closer background, like a foreground, and then
Yeah.
everything, and then the final like main character was in the front, but then you'd like paint the clothing and everything last type
Yeah.
thing on top. Like
Yeah.
it was cool. So then it really looked very three-dimensional when you put it all
So,
together. But you think about every single frame is done that way. That's like so much work.
like years. That has to be years of
So
work.
much work.
Like I don't even know how long I should look this up, but how long it took to make a Disney movie from like drawing it that way. I feel like that's
Yeah.
absolutely
And the
insane.
first time that that was like ever really done was like Snow White. And before that, animated films back then were supposed to be these little short things.
Yeah.
Nobody had ever sat down and like watched, there would never been like a full length
Was it like
animated film.
Steamboat Willie or
Yeah, so that
something?
one's not even considered a full length film because
Yeah.
it's a mini
Yeah.
movie.
To
It's
show
like a
that it
mini
can be
thing.
done.
Yeah, and that was just like the first time Mickey Mouse was out, but like there was a lot of those kind of films going out, and all different companies did it, but the first time that there was like an actual full length animated was Snow White.
Snow White, yeah.
Yeah.
And color too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. So when you were growing up, what were maybe like a top 3 Disney movies like that you would
Probably
constantly...
definitely Lion King.
Oh yeah.
I really liked Beauty and the Beast. Probably Aladdin. Clearly Pocahontas too. Like
Yeah.
when that came out.
Yep.
But like
Those are the core. Aren't there like a core 5 or something like that? Like, so for me, it's the
Yeah.
same thing. It's Beauty and the Beast.
Little
That was...
Mermaid was good too, obviously. But
Yes, I'm almost. That's pretty much the same
Yeah.
for me too. I did love the movie Spirit though.
I liked it too. I don't think I saw it more than like once or twice.
I saw it
though,
every
but
day
I
of my
like
life.
it.
Like
Yeah.
I saw it
And
every...
you were a big horse girl.
I was,
so.
yeah. So I had when
That
I
was
lived...
like my cousin really liked it too, and she's also like a horse girl. Who grew up with horses.
It's so funny because I grew up in North Carolina, if anyone doesn't know, and our neighbors had a horse, and then across the street there was horses, but I had my own room, and my bed was like everything, like the comforter, the pillowcases was this brown bedding, but it had a big giant horse head
That's
on
so
it
funny.
anyways. So Spirit was constantly played in my house. So that was one of my absolute favorite.
You
But
had like that '90s horse girl like
Oh,
room.
yes.
It's funny because like there's also like the dolphin version
Yeah,
of that.
yep.
One of my best friends was obsessed with dolphins, so her room like it was all blue.
Yeah.
She had dolphin bed sheets, like a dolphin rug. Like she even had
That
like an
makes
inflatable
sense.
dolphin hanging from her ceiling.
Yeah,
Like everything dolphin.
I had like a horse that I could sit on, you
so
know, like
funny.
a stuffed animal
Yeah.
horse thing I could sit on, and everything I had was like brown and green, which kind of like looking at
I
my house
mean,
now
yeah.
kind of makes sense. Yeah, those were good times though, because my sisters were also equally as obsessed.
My
with it.
parents converted my room into a jungle
Oh,
back
so
when
cool.
I was like 14 and I was staying with my grandmother and like as a surprise. So I always loved like rainforest cafes.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was always like, I want my bedroom to look like this.
Yeah.
So when I was gone for like a weekend with my grandmother, they surprised me by like while I was gone making it look like a rainforest. I mean, they even drilled holes in the walls and stuck fake trees
Okay,
like
I was
in
gonna
the
ask
walls.
if there was trees.
They had lights that could turn on. They were like inside some of the like each
Okay.
corner of the room had like a big giant fake tree.
Did they have
There was a
sound?
leopard print and tree patterned like rug.
Yeah.
It was cool. Like it looked really
That's-
cool. There was a big painted like leopard on the wall behind my bed. And then my door had a painted sign that said like Bethany's room. It's a jungle in here. And then there's like a parrot on that. So
Wait,
I had a hanging parrot from the ceiling and a monkey and all sorts of stuff.
Would love for them to have like put the sounds on for
know.
you. That would have been
I
so
know. I
cool.
know.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've had my own bedroom twice, like when I lived in North Carolina, and then when I moved up here, my parents put an addition on the house, but I couldn't have a door on my room
Yeah.
or whatever. But I remember, I know that your parents did that for you, but I remember me finally getting able to do it. Lime green
Yep.
was my room with a
Yeah.
orange and blue border for some reason. I don't know why I love that, but anyways, that's so off topic.
Yeah. I loved lime green when I was like younger too. I mean, I still do. But
Yeah, so there's so many good movies. Like Hunchback of Notre Dame was huge for me too.
yeah, Hunchback was good.
And then Tarzan, loved Tarzan.
Tarzan, loved that one too.
So those are the top ones that come to my head when I think about when I was growing up in the 90s that I would watch constantly. And so in addition to the Disney Channel, well, there's Disney Channel movies, and there was also the shows too. We didn't talk
Yeah,
about.
all the
So
Disney
like,
shows.
well, actually, I'm trying to think because like there's shows like well, Lizzie McGuire, was that
Yeah.
Disney?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Lizzie McGuire,
Hannah Montana.
yes, Hannah Montana was what's the one with Shia LaBeouf?
Oh, Even Stevens.
Even Stevens.
Yeah.
And then oh, That's So Raven.
That's So Raven.
So those were like kind of my generation, and then like Sweet Like a
Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Yeah.
Zoe 101. Do you remember that
Those
one?
were like that was starting to like phase
so
out.
I only know those because my younger sister. So I have like what we watched, and then I kind of dipped into the other ones too.
Yeah.
And I was obsessed with Zoe 101. Like I wanted to be Zoe.
Yeah, I don't think I ever watched that one. Really.
Yeah. And then there was iCarly, which is there's a reboot of that, I think. That's out.
I think so.
So yeah, those are kind of random like shows that I would watch then on Disney Channel, and then Disney movies. Are there any other movies that weren't Disney related in the 90s that you grew up watching?
Definitely Jurassic Park was like, so
Yes.
that was one of my absolute favorites, and I wasn't allowed to watch it when it first came out because my parents wanted me to wait till I was 5 to see it. I only had to wait a little over a year, but I was like, I still literally on my 5th birthday, I woke up and I was like, I can
You
watch
were like
Jurassic
Christmas
Park.
Day.
So
Were
there's
you
even
scared?
pictures. No.
Okay.
So there's even pictures of my birthday party that year. It's playing in the background. I just
Stop
had it
it.
playing in the background, like
'Cause you
constantly.
could.
Yeah. And so it's funny because my birthday cake that year was actually the hyenas from Lion King were on my
yeah.
cake, and because I was still in that like loved Lion King phase, and Jurassic Park was playing in the background. But I remember my parents being like, "Just remember, it's fake." Like I'm like. Yeah, they're dinosaurs.
Yeah,
like I know they're
duh.
not. It's not like a real
They don't
recording.
exist anymore, Mom.
But I loved it and was obsessed. And so then I had a velociraptor that lived in my backyard, according to, to my brain. And there's a big rock that's in my parents' backyard, and I was like, no, there's dinosaurs in that rock. So I would actually like play paleontologist all the time and like bring rocks into the basement and put them on TV trays with toothbrushes and like clean them off for hours. And when my friends came over, I'm like, all right, we're gonna go grab rocks, and we're also gonna clean the big rock out there because there's dinosaurs in it and we have to take good care of it.
I love this so much.
I would grab buckets of soap and water and sponges, and I would make my friends clean a big rock with me.
I love this so much.
And that's why I probably didn't have many friends. But like
Honestly, though, I'm kind of like envious because you are an only child, so I feel like you have so much imagination, whereas I have my 2 other sisters. So I feel like because of them, we kind of combined our imagination, and I feel like it's less creative than you are.
I feel like whenever I'd go over my best friend's house where they had like she had 6 siblings.
That's a lot.
She's one of 7.
Yeah.
So like the ones that were like closest to our age, so it was like her and like probably her 3 or 4 sisters like close in her age, we would all play different things. So like one of the things I remember playing vividly was like we would be like on a ship going somewhere, maybe like to an like almost like we were like pilgrims or something.
Yeah.
And we would be in the bottom bunk because they had bunk beds, and we put sheets all around it to make it seem like we're in this tiny little. We'd all shove ourselves in there and like reenact that we're a family like traveling across the seas and stuff.
So
it was
good.
like really funny.
I know. So one that I think everyone's gonna know, hopefully, is Fern Gully.
Yep, Fern Gully was good.
I watched that one religiously too. I was like really obsessed with that one. Thumbelina. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, those were good.
Secret Garden.
Yeah.
And then there's like movies like
There was one called Once Upon a Forest that a lot of people don't remember, and I really liked it.
I don't know if I know
And
it.
it had all these creatures and like it's very Fern Gully vibes, but there was like the creatures. I think there was one of them that was sick, and there was like poachers or something. I don't know, but they had to go on an adventure to find some flower to cure the friend. And there's all different like forest creatures, and I loved that one. And then there was all these other obscure like VHSs because my parents owned Seaside Alarms, and right down the street there used to be a video store. It wasn't a Blockbuster or anything. It was like an independently owned like mom and pop video store.
Rentals?
Yeah. So it's right next to like the post office. It's now a dance studio, but it used to be a video store. And they had a kids section, and I would go in there like probably weekly or monthly, I don't know. And there were certain movies that I would rent like every time. Like did you ever watch The Last Unicorn?
Yes.
So like that was one of them. But then there's other ones like Serendipity. It was called Serendipity, the Pink Dragon. loved that one, like obsessed with it. And it's like about this like pink dragon that this kid like finds the egg, and like it's a really good cartoon. Then there was like one that was
What
about
a name
paint.
for
There was,
a cartoon,
I know,
though.
Serendipity. That was the name of the dragon, Serendipity the pink dragon, and she was so cute. She's so adorable.
Yeah.
And then there was like the Penguin and the Pebble or something. There was like a few different ones that were like rotational videos that I would watch all the time, but they were just like
Like the most random.
yeah, like Rikki Tikki Tavi was
Oh,
another one.
I know that one.
Yeah,
I do know that one.
it was like the mongoose and the cobra. And the mongoose like saves the family from the cobra.
Yeah.
But then there were like other movies that like everybody knows that were coming out in the 90s that I also loved. And I feel like there's a theme behind the movies I really liked, because there was like, I loved Jurassic Park, but then I loved Gremlins. Like Gremlins came out and I was like, no,
that's it for me.
I need to have a Mogwai in my life. I just love Gremlins. And then I really liked Hook, which I thought was when we were doing like one of our Disney episodes, I was like, I thought for sure that was a Disney movie, and it's not.
I know. That's so
because
weird.
it's about Peter Pan, you know,
which is Disney.
And I loved Hook.
That's weird that they could even do a movie like that.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably why it's called Hook.
Yeah.
And not Peter Pan, older Peter
I
Pan.
wonder if there's like some kind of lawsuit behind this, because I feel like it's clearly about Peter Pan.
Yeah, and it's
Captain
got
Hook
Robin
and,
Williams.
Yes,
and
I remember that. That was a good one.
Julia Roberts as Tinkerbell. That one's such a good movie.
There was one movie I'm trying to think of. Maybe it'll come to my mind. I've been trying to like get it to the forefront of my head, but there's also movies like Dinosaur. Clearly,
Yeah.
that one. Land Before Time.
I loved Land Before Time.
Me
And then they
too.
made so many others.
There's like so many. Kept on
others.
going and going.
Yeah, Land Before Time is really a good one.
The 90s were good.
Yeah.
I don't feel like anything is made the same way, but also we're older, so how do I know what it's like? I wonder what it'd be like to be 10 now. Like, what are the kids watching? What are your kids watching? Because I don't
Stuff on
know.
their iPads. I don't know. YouTube people.
Gosh, there's
like
some
Mr. Beast and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, right. They're YouTube kids.
There was a kid actually at like Sam Diego's one day that was talking to his mom and like pointing at me. I'm like, oh my gosh, that kid knows me. Like, he knows
Did
me.
they?
Probably, but like the mom comes up to me and was like, my son said that he's seen you on an episode of Mr. Beast. And I was like, no. I was like, he hasn't. But I was like, if your son has ever seen animal shows anywhere around here, it was me. And then the kid was like, oh yeah, she came to my school.
Oh my gosh.
I was like,
He
so
was
see,
trying to-
he recognized me, but didn't know how he recognized me.
That's really cute, actually. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to say about the movies?
I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of movies that I love from the 90s, and I still do to this day. Jaws? No, that wasn't 90s, but like I watched it in the 90s.
Yeah, I watched that, but I wouldn't call that one my favorite one, which is weird because
I know, I liked
Filmed
anything
here.
anything that had like either like sci-fi, like Alien.
Yeah.
I liked too. That also isn't 90s. That was like before.
Yeah.
But like a lot of movies that had either like sci-fi elements to it or like a big giant scary monster or creature.
Yeah.
I usually love it.
I was a sci-fi person too because my parents are. Like, my parents still watch.
Like Star Wars, loved Star Wars growing up.
I
But,
wish I
like,
started that.
That also wasn't really 90s because like the first Star Wars all came out like
Before.
like 70s and 80s maybe, but like late 70s. Then they didn't come out with the other ones until very early 2000s. So it was like right at the brink of not being 90s anymore.
Yeah.
They came out with episodes 1, 2, and 3. Star Wars
Access to
fan.
movies is just way too easy now. You don't have to specifically sit down and watch it at a certain time. You can watch it whenever you want. They don't even like go straight to Netflix, or I don't even know. Netflix is the biggest streaming service for movies.
And it's
I
funny
think.
because all these streaming services have things that are like exclusively for that streaming service. Like there's Netflix shows that like I'm pretty sure like even Stranger Things, that's Netflix only.
That is Netflix.
So it's like
That's
there's
right.
a lot of things that have come out that it's like, oh well, if you don't have that streaming service, you can't watch it. So it grabs you in to make you want to
Money
have
grab,
it.
guys. Money grab.
And so then I feel like a lot of the companies like Hulu and HBO, they all have their own shows that are for those streaming services.
yeah, and then they combine like Hulu, Disney,
They did, yeah.
Stars or something like that.
Yeah, there's like a whole combo.
Yeah. Anyways, I
Crazy.
feel like we're going on and on about this, so I think we're going to end this one here. Thanks so much for watching. Shout out to Nick from Killing It Entertainment for editing and producing this podcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on social medias. Leave us a comment. That's it. Tell your cats we said hi. Rawr.